Disclaimer, I do not own any rights to any content, videos, research, music, unless it is of my own creation. Everything is for entertainment and commentary purposes. All information is of my own opinion or are alleged until factual evidence has been presented. Cue the music. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of All Things CC. Here is my take. This is episode 13, and you guys, I decided to do a little something different today that I think I'm going to have as a part of my podcast for you guys, so you know exactly what topics I will be talking about. And I was like, you know what, this might be a good idea to do this. So I'm going to be doing this again for all episodes going forward. And we are going to talk about all the things that are on the discussion board. First up on the board is Nicki Minaj. The Queen Radio comes to an end. Sexy Red, sex tape leak. Krishan's nephew, he speaks again on the allegations. Krayzie Bone, he gives a response. And the Pink Star Chef Pie got called out by Dave's Gourmet. Let's get into the tea. Okay, y'all, so of course, the first one on the discussion board is Nicki Minaj. Word on the curb is that Queen Radio has been discontinued from Amazon, the AMP station or what have you. I am not sure what the reason is, but I think a lot of people, including myself, because I never really got into the Queen Radio. I could never get into it because I didn't understand what her whole purpose for having that was. You know, okay, yeah, you're the queen. And I thought that was a good, piece when she did her Queen rollout for her album. Now, I don't know if she had a disagreement with them or they are shutting down the whole app or what have you. So this is coming as a shocker, but not really a shock. Because, like I said, I didn't understand what the whole purpose of her having it for besides the Queen album rollout and promotion and stuff. Now it's just like, it's boring. It has no content, no context. It doesn't have a focal point. It's just all over the place. And I know a lot of the barbs are gonna be in their feelings. No need to be in your feelings because I'm a barb too. But you gotta call a thing now. You have to call a thing. And the Queen Radio over the years have been very, very lackluster. Very, very lackluster. And her last stunt that she pulled, having all of them dudes in the radio station, just made it just look weird. And then the way she was acting, it just did not look good for the queen. She shouldn't have been back. She ain't, I don't know, y'all. It's just, I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's gone. I'm just gonna say it. I'm glad it's gone. Now she can focus on doing other stuff because it has ran its course. Next on the discussion board is Sexy Red regarding her sex tape. Lord have mercy, y'all. When is this gonna stop? When is this gonna stop? Now, word has it that the tape was leaked by the dude that she was having intercourse with, and then he later on leaked it. And so she responded that she was very heartbroken because we know that she would not do nothing like this on her own, whatever. And y'all, I know some of y'all might not like what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway because it's my opinion. It is not factual, but this is my opinion. But this is what happens for the most part when you are an entertainer and you're promoting a hypersexual lifestyle, and you talking about your coochie, your ass, and being a raw dog queen, and you talking to all this sexual stuff, and then you get with a dude who's not even on your level financially, and you do a tape like this, that motherfucker nigga, he ain't got nothing to lose. That was his come up. You made yourself an easy target. Oh, these niggas out here thinking, oh, so she the raw dog queen? Oh, let me get her. Like, you kind of set yourself up for that, Sexy Red, just a little bit. I'm sorry that it happened. But when you have a level of some type of status in the entertainment business, you have to have a certain level of common sense, a certain level of moving in a certain way so that you don't get caught up in situations like this. And again, I am so sorry that this happened to Sexy Red, because really no female should have to be subjected to something that was intimate be made public. And I know a lot of people have seen it and they have been responding on it. And some people was like, well, if you're gonna do a sex tape, you need to go on ahead and hire Kris Jenner, because she made her daughter redo hers and they made millions. Not to say that it's right, but yeah, if you are entertainer and you doing stuff like this, yeah, you need to make sure that your shit is top notch. Yeah, absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree. That way you can get all the money. But I'm sorry that this happened to her. I hope that this was a valuable lesson for her to stop dealing with niggas that is not on her level financially. Because they are the ones who don't have anything to lose. You gotta move differently, baby girl. You gotta move differently. So yeah, I was just so done with it. I was like, okay, here we go again. Another artist or famous person that got their stuff leaked, and it's like, I can't do it. I don't think I can do it. Nope. Because if you see more than one person go through this, why would you go through this and don't have nothing secure in place, like a NDA or something like that, to where this guy could not have done anything with that tape without your permission? We got to do better, ladies. We got to do better. Because niggas are only going to do what we are allowing them to do. And if we don't have our asses covered, especially in situations like this, it's going to always happen. And then we'll be the ones looking stupid in the end. Gotta do better. Okay, you guys, on to the next topic. Now, I know I was trying to not talk about the Krishan saga for a couple of days because, it becomes overwhelming. However, her nephew, Tristan, has spoke out again on his Instagram Live to go into further detail about the allegations that is being put upon his auntie, Tifa, or Tashiki, or however you pronounce her name, against him, and to again validate and agree with what Krishan said happened to her. So it is a long live. I am not going to play the full live. I am going to just clip the pieces that I feel is important, and then I'm gonna come back with my commentary, because this is a lot.
On here for a reason. I'm about to let that shit out. The types of shit. Like, it was wild, bro. This how fucked up my folks is. Y'all know about Truth or Dare, right? I hate that game to this day. I never played it again. Truth or Dare, my nigga. Truth or Dare is if you pick Dare, right, and they tell you something to do and you say no, they beat the shit out of you. Nigga, everybody that's playing the game get to literally fuck you up just because you said no. And if you say truth, they want to defile you, degrade you to make you pick Dare. You feel me? Like it's wild, my nigga. And then I already told you about the hot sauce and the pepper going in the nigga face every night. I try to go to fuck to sleep. They fucked up all my shoes with ketchup, mustard, and all that shit. They poured inside my shit and all that normal prank shit. And then boom, molestivity shit start happening. And if I was to say no to them, they'd bang the shit in my mouth, fuck me up so bad to the point they had to hide me every time people came to visit me. They had to literally hide me. Shit was real. Then I don't even want to mention to the dogs, nigga. The motherfucking dogs scarred me for life. They the ones got to me. That dog shit wasn't right, nigga. Imagine a dog biting your dick. Thank God I still got my dick, nothing wrong with my dick. But imagine that, a dog biting your dick, nigga. That shit hurt. Like, imagine that. Real shit. I'm just letting up for y'all now. I know y'all can record. I know y'all gonna tell us shit anyway. But yeah, imagine that. Imagine these motherfuckers got chores to do. Their mother and some do chores, and they telling you to go do the chores for them, and they fuck you. They pull your little dick out, and you like, what the fuck? And they try to shove in the soft ass wee wee and all that, all inside themselves just for entertainment, my nigga. Just because they didn't want to do a chore. Like, I remember this one time, right? My grandmother told Tifa ass to wash the bathroom. They being lazy, they know they can control me. She could have just smacked me and told me to do it. I would have did it. But they wanted to be extra and weird with it. So she'd bring me in the bathroom and whip my joint out to try to grind on that shit. And then I try to talk to my grandmother, man. How can you explain to some woman her children some sick fucks and make her be okay with that? Y'all explain that. How can you explain to some woman that love her kids dearly, that would die for her children, that her kids are some sick ass molesting, torturous, narcissistic / mental unstable / I don't even know, like Jeffrey Dahmer without the killing / fucking people. I'm saying it's Latifah. She wasn't the only one, so don't just beat her down with it. She was part of it. Then they probably was molesting her ass too. She probably just liked it. It's different. You know, some kids, I don't know how to put it, but some people be fine with that shit. Some people get molested and think it's okay and then do it. Because I'm pretty sure I got this one flashback I be having, bro. And I remember seeing, I'm pretty sure it was either Chastity or it was her, but one of them, they was making out with the other uncle and they was cool with it. Like, it was like relationship in the family type shit. It was weird shit, bro. I don't know if it was Chastity or Tifa. It was one of them, though. I remember I think they was fucking with my Uncle Mookie. They was kissing each other and all that shit. And they fucked a lot. I think so. If I'm clearly thinking back, because I remember the room and everything. I remember all that shit. So I think some people like cool with that shit, my nigga. Like, they cool with it. Like, what the fuck? You know, like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, bro. Shit, the world crazy, my nigga. I'm scared as shit for my kids right now, bro. Y'all just don't know. I'm scared as shit. I don't know what the fuck to do no more. I know for a fact my kid ain't being molested by a family. I can stop it.
Okay, y'all. So y'all heard all of that. My goodness. Like, you know that this shit is real because he is too detailed. He's too graphic with it. And he's not holding no punches. He's not trying to be conservative with it. He is speaking how he feels. All the language that he's using. Like, you know this is real. It's believable. But again, everything is still allegedly on this channel. But deep down, it's like, yeah, something happened. But what I still can't get over is the fact that it wasn't just one person. He said it was 3 aunties and 2 uncles, and Mookie was one of those uncles. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I hope it don't go no further than this. Like, they have been nonstop talking about this on social media, and it seems like it's going to get worse before it gets better. As much as I want there to be some type of resolution with this family so that they can just be cordial with each other, I don't think that's going to happen no time soon. So I think after talking about this right here, I am definitely going to take a break from the Tristan saga, unless there is really something that's more present or, more important, like the baby, to report on. Otherwise, I'm going to leave this right here, and I'm going to decompress from Tristan and her family, because they are a mess. They are a wreck. But what I will say is, there was a good question that one of the people on his live had asked, and it was pretty much, have you talked with your grandmother about what happened? And he was like, how do I talk to the woman who gave birth to these people about them being monsters? Like, how do I talk to my grandmother about that without her being offended? That's really, that's a hard thing to do. I can imagine that would be a very hard thing to do. But for the sake of his mental, he needs to give it a try. He really, really needs to give it a try, because it's not like she doesn't see what's going on social media. She know you are out here saying this. She know that Krishan has said this. I'm sure she has looked at videos, and I'm sure that siblings, her children, have told her what's been going on with the current events of the family. So at this point, just go ahead and just talk to her. And if you don't want to talk to her, then you need to really just talk to a therapist, because this is a lot. The detailed graphics of what they did to him in the bathroom, and oh man, this is why I couldn't play the full 16-minute live, because it was just too much. But if you want to go and listen to the rest of it, you can go to his Instagram page. His name is in the top of the video. So yeah, a lot. All right, y'all, let's go on ahead and get into the next topic on the discussion board, and that is my baby Krayzie Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. He has woken up and he has made a response. This is some good news in light of all the other topics that I have talked about. This is some real good news. Y'all, prayer works. They work. And when a group of us get together and pray, yes, I am so happy that he is able to open up his eyes and get on social media and talk to his fans, let his fans know that he is doing okay for the most part. Check out his post response here. So here's his post. Just fought for life literally for 9 days straight, and I only won the battle this time because I know Jehovah God was with every step of the way fighting for me. Never take life for granted. Enjoy it while you have it. Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. Trust me, I needed every last one of them. Now, although Busy Bone is not on the discussion board, I am going to play you his video in regards to Krayzie Bone's post and him being able to, be woke and everything like that. He has some things to say. So watch this.
And I'm so glad Krayzie Bone doing good. You know what I mean? Can I get a God bless? You know what I mean? That pray for Cray hit hard, right? Like, really wasn't nobody really saying nothing. And I'm like this, man. Let me just, hold on. 2 seconds. Mango blend. All right. Mango goddamn lemon. So really nobody wasn't saying nothing about the Krayzie Bone issue. I don't know if anybody was like peeping it out. But like this, man, I'm a firm believer in God, man. You know what I mean? Like, I believe in the Lord. So I believe that prayers are necessary. You know, I understand keeping everything, you know, to a certain minimum hush-hush. And, you know, the details. And I don't know how everything slipped out. But my guess is it had to happen from somebody at the hospital. I mean, like, who else could it have been that would know all this information? And no disrespect to the homie who put it out on his little YouTube channel, but he ain't really had many followers. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I said something much harsher when I seen it. I'm like, this mother, some bleep. Some stuff they'll probably have to bleep up off of Instagram because we sensitive right now. But, you know, somebody had to say something, you know what I mean? Like, pray for Cray, because I believe that prayer works. You know what I mean? I know how when you're alive, you got so many negative forces that's around you trying to pull you down, right? So if you unconscious and you really can't swing and think for yourself, you know, I want to make sure that my boys are girded up with the most strongest thing that they can get, which is y'all. When LeBron James tweeted and said, pray for Cray, and when Ice-T said, pray for Cray, oh man, I'm like, my job is done, man. When they praying from all over, it ain't just the, you know what I'm saying, the big guys. It's also, you know, the people that been diehard fans of Bone Thugs and Harmony for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. So that's a big thank you for showing up and they prayers for Cray. Just look at him, man. I'm still alive, bitch. I'm still alive. Ooh. So yeah, you know, I'm happy about that.
Okay, you guys, so you can see what Bizzy Bone had to say about, you know, Krayzie Bone and his situation. Again, I am just so happy that he was able to pull through and wake up and open up his eyes and be able to put out a post to let his fans know that he is okay. And we're going to continue to pray for him and make sure that he get the strength back and show that he can get back to doing things that he loved to do. I don't know how severe the lung surgery was. I don't know if he's going to be able to rap the same or anything like that, but we are going to pray that he gets all of his mobility, his abilities, and all those things back on track so that he can get back to the Krayzie Bone that I love and that y'all love. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this next topic. Okay, last topic on the discussion board is the pink sauce chef pie and the Dave's Gourmet situation. Y'all, Dave's Gourmet done had enough of her bullshit, and I'm about to put the whole article piece out here for you guys to read. When I tell y'all they did not hold no punches with her ass, they did not hold no punches with her ass. And after this, I will not be talking about her no more because it is pointless at this point. But you know, it's been, you know, a trending topic for the last couple of weeks, so I just felt like I need to come on in here and just go on ahead and just talk about it and give my take and then move on from this situation. So check out these the clips from this article that I read. This article is being credited to ohnotheydidn't.livejournal.com. This is where I found the article. It was on the actual Dave's Gourmet website, but they end up taking it down. Good thing I was able to find it. Okay, you guys, so the title was actually cut off, but it's called Dave's Gourmet Has Had Enough, Exposes Pink Sauce Creator Chef Pie with Detailed Statement. And I'm going to read every word too because this is crazy. So, ever since partnering with Dave's Gourmet, pink sauce creator Chef Pie Veronica Shaw has done nothing but slander them on social media left and right. She keeps claiming they are not properly compensating her and even started a GoFundMe. DG has tried to remain professional with Chef Pie throughout this, but has finally had enough and released a statement detailing everything between the two since they've partnered, exposing her in the process. It should be noted that the statement has since been deleted, but YouTube videos on the matter have DG's statement preserved. Yes, they do. Dave's Gourmet revealed that Veronica received $45,000 upfront for purchasing the pink sauce brand from her. It was agreed that she would be responsible for handling all refunds to customers who received bad product or didn't receive anything despite paying for it prior to the partnership. After the agreement was signed, it turned out Ms. Shaw did not have enough money to cover all refunds. So Dave's Gourmet gave her another $30,000 to cover refunds, even though it was not their responsibility. Fall of 2002, Shaw was struggling financially, so DG provided Shaw with multiple cash advances that totaled more than $40,000. They did not charge her any interest or fees. These advances were supposed to be offset by the future royalties that Shaw was going to earn. February 2023, Veronica requested over $10,000 in marketing expenses to throw herself a birthday party to maybe be featured on TikTok. She also requested that they pay her for her dress $800 and shoes $600 plus. DG would not approve these expenses, suggesting a smaller budget. She got upset and never collaborated with them since. February 2023. Shaw attempted to submit business expense reports for personal expenses like buying 4 pairs of sneakers or expensing her grocery bills. DG informed her that such activities was fraudulent. March 2023, Shaw communicated that she had spent the entirety of her previous advances and that she needed another advance to feed her children and to avoid being evicted. DG sent her 2 advances that totaled $5,000. May 2023. Due to the large advances on Shaw's royalty payment, the balance of Q1 royalties owed to Shaw came to $668.86. DG decided to hold off on deducting $10,000 in advances from the royalties due until a later period so that she would have more funds to cover her needs at the time, and instead pay Shaw $10,666.68. This balance and all payments processed have been outlined and communicated to her consistently. DG then deducted the above mentioned advances of $10,000 at the second quarter royalty payment. June 2023, Shaw submitted an expense report to DG that included requests for payment for her time dedicated to making social media content. Such requests were outside of the terms of the agreement. DG then asked for clarification related to the various expenses listed by Shaw, but backups, receipts, and explanations were not provided. Ms. Shaw had certain obligations in her contract related to social media activities that she violated multiple times, but DG chose not to enforce them as to not create a strained relationship. In total, Veronica Shaw received over $120,000 in payments from her partnership with Dave's Gourmet and Pink Sauce since August of 2022 to date. DG offered to pay her attorney fees to go over her contract and to make sure all payments she had received are in fact correct, but she declined. Here is Dave's response to Chef Pie and Pink Sauce. Pink Sauce and Dave Gourmet partnership timeline. In August 2022, Dave's Gourmet LLC DG signed an agreement with Veronica Shaw and her entities Pink Sauce LLC and Flavor Krayzie Inc., in which FC and PS LLC Shaw were responsible for promoting Pink Sauce through the digital content, and DG was in charge of achieving the required shelf stability for the product, making the formula acceptable for commercial production and following FDA's food production guidelines, production and sales of the PS product online and to retailers. At the time, Shaw was not producing PS because FDA instructed her to cease all the production due to quality concerns. She was making PS in her kitchen and was shipping it without refrigeration in the heat of the summer, and the sauce frequently went bad during shipping, as evidenced by many social media posts from buyers. The sauce was not shelf stable and was not safe for shipping without refrigeration. There was huge negative publicity online and on social media due to the quality issues that Shaw had experienced. According to the agreement, Shaw received an upfront payment of $45,000 as a part of the agreement for DG to pursue the sales of PS. According to the agreements, Ms. Shaw was responsible for all the refunds for the products that predated the agreement. After the agreement was signed, it turned out that neither Shaw nor her entities had enough funds to cover all the refunds to the people who never received the product that she was responsible for according to the agreement. It is our belief that Shaw was fully aware that there were not enough funds to cover the refunds. There was a hold put by Shopify and PayPal on most of the cash in her accounts due to multiple customer complaints, and even the cash that was there was mostly not available to pay refunds. DG couldn't see the customer's disappointment with no product and no refund, so it provided approximately $30,000 to cover the refunds, even though this was Shaw's responsibility. Some of these funds came back to DG after the hold on the Shaw's account was lifted by PayPal and Shopify. Prior to entering the partnership with DG, Shaw reviewed and negotiated the contract with the help from her attorney. According to the contract, Shaw received royalties that depend on the sales of PS, and also there is a milestone payment if certain goals are met. All payments have been communicated and paid on time in accordance with the agreement. DG also advised Veronica that PS royalties should not be her only source of income, as they can fluctuate, and she should have a regular job to make sure that she has financial stability. At the time, DG did not know if any sales would be generated from PS. In the fall of 2022, Shaw was struggling financially. DG wanted to be helpful and over the course of several months provided Shaw with multiple cash advances that totaled more than $40,000 without charging Shaw interest or fees. These advances were supposed to be offset by the future royalties that Shaw was going to earn. In March 2023, Shaw communicated that she had spent the entirety of her previous advances and that she needed another advance to feed her children and to avoid being evicted. DG sent her 2 advances that totaled $5,000, but again encouraged her to continue working her other job and pursue her private chef career as she had been doing prior to partnering to commercially produce pink sauce. Shaw wanted to know more about activities related to PS at DG. In the beginning of 2022, the DG team set up a weekly standing meeting to discuss brand strategy to support and collaborate with Shaw. Shaw attended only a couple of these meetings and has not been in attendance since. February 2023, Veronica requested over $10,000 in marketing expenses to throw herself a birthday party and also provide a request for DG to pay for her dress and cost more than $800 and shoes which cost over $600 that would potentially be used in a TikTok video. DG suggested a smaller budget, and because Dave's Gourmet would not provide the expenses, Shaw refused to collaborate or contribute to marketing efforts alongside Dave's Gourmet moving forward. February 2023, Shaw attempted to submit business expenses reports for personal expenses, like buying 4 pairs of sneakers or expensing her grocery bills. DG informed her that such activities are fraudulent and asked a lot of questions related to receipts submitted. Shaw did not respond to any of those questions. May 2023, due to the large advances on Shaw's royalty payment, the balance of Q1 royalties owed to Shaw came to $666.86. DG decided to hold off on deducting $10,000 in advances from the royalties due until a later period so that Shaw has more funds to cover her needs at the time, and instead paid Shaw $10,666.68. This balance and all payments processed have been outlined and communicated to Veronica consistently. DG deducted the above-mentioned advances of $10,000 at the second quarter royalty payment. June 2023, Shaw submitted an expense report to DG that included requests for payment for her time dedicated to making social media content. Such request was outside of the terms of the agreement. DG asked for clarification related to the various expenses listed by Shaw, but backups, receipts, and explanations were not provided. DG reminded Shaw that business expenses need to be pre-approved by DG. Dave's Gourmet has kept this timeline of information private leading up until Veronica took to social media with defamatory statements regarding the integrity of our business, which has put us in an unfortunate position to share details that would have otherwise remained private. In total, Veronica Shaw has received over $120,000 in payments from her partnership with Dave's Gourmet and Pink Sauce since August of 2022 to date. She had certain obligations in the contract related to social media activities that she has violated multiple times, but DG chose not to enforce them, not to create a strained relationship. After Shaw went to social media to create the illusion that she is not being compensated properly, DG communicated to both Shaw and her attorney that DG will cover the cost of Shaw's legal counsel to go through the provisions of the agreement and the payments to explain that the payments were correct, and DG is following the agreement. This proposal was rejected by Shaw. See, y'all, this is a lot to read, but as y'all can see, it seems like Miss Shaw was definitely mismanaging her money. She thought that $120,000 was a lot of money that she could just, blow off without taking care of her responsibilities. She did not even uphold her end of the contract, and she knew that she didn't have enough money to cover any refunds or anything like that for dissatisfied customers. I really think that she was trying to get off on DG or Dave's Gourmet by trying to extort them for even more money, because she realized that she fucked up, and she realized that she was in breach of contract. So now got released from the production company of your product, and now you really in a bad situation, because now what you're gonna do? Nobody's really gonna want to buy your product now, because you done messed up a business relationship. You don't even know how to conduct business correctly. And I feel bad for the lawyer who had to even defend you, because you didn't have none of your shit in order, none of your paperwork, your receipts, no records of anything in order. This is also what happens when you become a TikTok or a social media sensation overnight, and you think that you are not supposed to have no type of business sense. This is what happens. You get caught up in situations like this, and you think you got everything in the bag, and you making it. You know what I'm saying? You got stuff selling in big corporation stores, and then your financial literacy and your comprehension of contracts and stuff it's all over the place. You don't know what you're signing over. I hope she learned her lesson, and I hope everybody that has been watching her trying to do the same thing is paying attention and making note of her mistakes that she made, her fuck ups, her arrogancy, and all those things. Make sure y'all don't do what she did, and watch how successful y'all become, because this is ridiculous. I'm glad that Dave's Gourmet severed ties with her, and she could go ahead and go back to being on TikTok trying to sell her product, because nobody's going to want to buy it now. You done really just messed up a good thing. So for your kids' sake, I hope you really get into your chefing career more serious and make your money that way, because otherwise this is done. Pink Sauce is done. Okay, my loves, this is the end of All Things CC, episode 13. I have covered everything on the discussion board. If you have any topics that you want to add to the discussion board, put them down in the comment section. I am about to call it. I enjoy, giving the news to you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, all those good things. Thank you for continuing to subscribe. I have 2 more subscribers from yesterday, so I'm excited about that. But I'm going to end it right here, and you guys let me know what y'all think about the topics at hand. Put your opinions out there. This is a safe place to speak your mind, your truth. All right, you guys, I will chat it up with you guys on the next episode. Y'all take care. Bye.